Good evening again for you on Facebook. This is up our third time tonight. YouTube and our YouTube followers, our Periscope followers, you weren't able to see what happened or hear what happened. We were able to go back on right in the middle of the lesson, towards the end of the teaching on the land of Goshen. My wife was right in the middle of teaching, almost done, and all the power went out. The power went out in the whole neighborhood, everywhere. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place. All the power went out everywhere. So we had to scramble around, and only my service worked. Her service didn't work. AT&T. Mine, AT&T worked. So got that on, went on Facebook, let them know. In the middle of what we were teaching about, talking about, the power went out. All the way out, we looked outside, everything was dark. But God, He yet blessed us. When you have to know where you are, first of all, in Ephesians, as someone says sometimes, oh, y'all just talk, it just sounds good and it talks all the spiritual talk. You have to know in the spirit where you are, even if the natural doesn't add up to it. We are in Him, we are secure in Him, and then in Goshen is the land of plenty and comfort. And so we had comfort. It was still, and it was hot in the house. I was going to put on the fan earlier before we started. Got hot. So we, but thank God. As soon as my wife went on, we said a few words. She explained and went to, explaining how to go through in spite of where you are and what you're dealing with. As soon as we hit the finish button, the power came back on. So just letting you know, we're yet in the land of Goshen. Even while we were in it, we were laughing and just doing what we had to do, trying to put the little backup generator on, the little flashlights and whatever, and just wait and see what happened. But we wanted to get back on and let you all know. So you that our YouTube followers, our Periscope followers, maybe few, maybe a lot, but we're grateful. Not too many people using Periscope that much anymore, but anyway, we're grateful for you and our Facebook followers that you have been on and that you've heard a word. Just know that you have to live by God in the land of Goshen in spite of it. That Joseph, I tell you, what a man of God. He was I'm talking like the old church people, man of God. What a man of God, that he had such love. He was a type of Christ. I mean, he prefigured Christ. He wasn't Christ, but he was something like Christ, Christ-like characteristics. And he was like Christ in that he had love and forgiveness in his heart, forgave his family, loved them so much that he wept so openly and blessed them to live in the land of Goshen. So I won't go further tonight, but we are grateful for that lesson. My wife is doing a great job teaching us. The Lord gave us. So even in the midst of, they were yet in famine. They were yet in trouble. We're yet in pandemic. We are yet in trouble in our world. Many people are in trouble, but in the midst of it, follow the Spirit, follow God, follow the word of God, and you can be living in Goshen in the land of plenty and comfort in spite of.
Yes, so thank you, Facebook. This is like the fourth time you're hearing it, but we wanted to
let for our other followers,
the other ones, to know what happened that we just cut off in the middle of the teaching. But thank you. God continue to bless you and keep you. And I just love how God just worked everything out and orchestrated everything, because He wanted to show that sometimes things happen, but you have to know that you know where you are and what you're going, and He's still going to bless you right in the midst of it. So like I say, even when I came back on the second time to Facebook, as soon as as soon as we hit the finish button, the light said boop, and everything looked outside. Everything is back up and running. So it was only temporary. We didn't even have time to get uncomfortable. We didn't have time to experience lack. Why? Because we're living in the land of Goshen. So declare that over your life, and we hope to see you on Sunday and then next Wednesday for part 2, if God willing. So declare that over your life. Declarations work. Please look for some things that are going to be coming about prophetic declarations, because I'm telling you, prayer is a powerful tool. When you add declarations to prayer, prophetic declarations, those things have changed our life. So look forward to that, and we'll see you next week talking about Goshen.
Keep living in Goshen.
For coming back on. God bless you.
Have a good night.